Okay, so here we are. Now I've promised 6 weeks of hints and tips and tricks for storytellers. And we're going to kick off with the first one, which is 3 tips for a first draft. So I'd say the first thing to do with this is just be kind to yourself. There's no real right or wrong way to do this. The idea is that you find your way, like what's comfortable for you. And it could take a few times to try it. Some people love working in a cafe and they need a load of buzz and noise around them. Others need a very zen moment, and they maybe try to write early in the morning or late at night, and they light a candle and put some music on. The point of it is, first of all, you need to find what's right for you. So my 3 tips: number 1, be consistent and committed. The idea isn't that you're writing something fantastic every time. The idea is that you're being constant. So try to maybe set aside a chunk of time every day to write. Just try to be disciplined. You might want to set yourself a word count. My chapters in my novels tend to be 2,500 to 3,000 words. So maybe set yourself a word count to try to hit a day, or maybe just give yourself a chunk of time, 25 minutes, 45 minutes. Do what works for you, but just do it. Point number 2, try to leave a thread hanging. So there's nothing worse, at least from my perspective, of finishing a great session of writing. You close it down, you come back to it the next day, and you've got a blank page. You don't want that Groundhog Day of always coming back to a blank page. So always, if you end a chapter or you end a scene, start writing the beginning of the next chapter or the next scene. So you just leave it with a thread hanging. It's so much easier when you come back to it to pick it up and keep going. The third one, and this really is something that exists in our entire lives, not just for writing, it's okay not to be okay. And that really is a very deep statement. It works way beyond writing and storytelling. But perfectionism is the curse of a first draft. You are going to want to go back and comb it through from the beginning. Of course, you need to do that. But don't keep doing that. Don't write a little bit and then go back to the beginning and comb it through. Sorry, the phone rang, but I'm not going to stop. Find a way that you can understand and appreciate. You're going to use a clunky word here and there. You're going to maybe have bad grammar somewhere or the other, but don't let that, don't kind of strangle yourself with it. It's okay for it to not be okay. Just get on, move through, and then find a way to come back and revisit that, perhaps in a few days' time. So sorry for the interruption, but I'm not going to shoot this again. This is how it's going to be, totally from the hip. And yeah, keep tuned in, and I'll be sharing some more Supersize Your Story hints and tips and tricks. Thank you. Bye.